Well, you know, if you're listening to Triple Live Radio Podcast and you hear that sultry sound, that you're going to hear my trolling voice, and it's going to follow by a much more beautiful voice. And you can see it if you go onto our YouTube channel. And when I say it, I mean her. And she lives up, she lives up to the billing of what you might see on social media or on video. She is appearing at Blush all weekend long. Her first time at Blush, I believe. She is adult film star Keisha Gray. How are you?
I'm good. And yourself?
I'm great. You look magnificent.
Oh, thanks.
Can you just stand up real quick? Can you just stand? Look at her. She is wearing a gorgeous blue top. I don't even know what the material is of this, but it's a nice skirt.
It's suede, baby.
Suede. Look at that. No, you look great. I'm glad you came in for us. Came into Pittsburgh last night.
Yeah.
Yeah? First time to Pittsburgh?
First time. I really like it so far.
You got beautiful weather. Not too hot, not too cold.
I dig it.
Dig it. So tonight is your first night at Blush. You're here all weekend. I'm guessing, 2 shows each night, probably?
Yeah, tonight I'm doing 1 show, but on Friday and Saturday it'll be 2.
Gotcha. And what's obviously without giving everything away, what's a Keisha Gray show like? A live show?
I don't know, just a lot of twerking, a lot of interaction with fans. I try to have a lot of energy.
Hence the Starbucks right now.
Gotta have a cold brew, you know?
Twerking will actually be in your favor this week here in Pittsburgh. I don't know if you follow football at all, but the Pittsburgh Steelers played Monday Night Football and this past Monday, and one of the biggest touchdowns was Antonio Brown, and he did this famous twerking dance, which went viral. So right now, if you put on an Antonio Brown jersey, no, you don't have to put the full jersey. I mean, show what you got to show. But if you just imitate that, moneymaker right
golden,
there.
Golden, yeah.
Golden. Not that you needed any other help, but just my financial advice to you.
Good advice. I like.
All right, so I want to. We'll get into that in a second. I want to know more about you because I'm legit meeting you for the first time. How long have you been in the industry?
I've been in the industry about 3 years now.
3 years? Is it obviously it's going well because you're still here and you're just by what I can see online, you're CNBC, the Dirty Dozen. Look at this. I know what you're thinking, people. When you think porn, you got to be thinking CNBC. Well, be as it may, they have in January the 2016 Dirty Dozen, and it's the Dirty Dozen porn's biggest stars, and right in that dozen is Keisha Gray.
It's me.
It's gotta feel good.
Yeah, when I read it, I felt really great, and a bunch of girls that I'm friends with in the industry are also in it that I admire, like Riley Reid. But when I read it, it was like she plays the cello, and I'm like, oh wow! I was really glad they included that in there.
What other fun facts can we learn about you?
I play the bass guitar.
Do you do those naked or do you do them clothed?
I can do them naked.
See, I used to play bass guitar, and I was always looking for people to jam with, and I never found anybody like you, so...
Did you play naked?
I did not.
Aw, shucks.
Right. There went that missed opportunity.
Yeah.
How did you break into the business? I mean, obviously, you're extremely attractive. Was it just right place, right time? Somebody said, we're going to make you some money? Or how did you want to do this? How did that happen?
I really don't know what I was thinking, but school had become to be very overwhelming for me at the time, and I was working 2 jobs.
Okay.
So, randomly, I just decided to quit everything, and I was talking to these agents on Facebook, and one day decided to just fly out to LA and shoot porn. So.
And the rest was history. A couple orgasms later, here we are.
Here we are.
Where'd you grow up at? Where are you from?
I'm from Tampa, Florida.
Very nice. So that wasn't too bad of sunshine to sunshine. It's not like you came from the mountains or something.
Tampa's way better than LA.
I agree with you there. I'll take Tampa every time over Los Angeles. If you don't mind me asking, what was your circle of friends, your family? Were they surprised, supportive? How long did they not know about it? How did that happen? That's always a fun story to hear.
My family found out. My best friend told them before I flew to LA. So they already knew, but they wanted to hear it from me.
Sure.
So before my second scene, I told my parents that I was doing porn. And obviously they weren't stoked about it, but they still love me.
Sure.
My friends...
Please tell me an ex saw you or something.
Oh, yeah. My ex-boyfriend.
He's like, why didn't you ever do that with me?
Right. He called me immediately. He's like, so everyone sees you on Brazzers right now, right? And I'm like, well, everyone watches porn, no?
Right.
So, yeah.
Were you a porn fan? Were you a porn fan before you got into it?
Yeah, definitely.
Because some girls deny it. I don't know why. Some girls are like, oh, I never watch it. Like, come on.
Well, maybe they didn't.
I don't believe that.
I loved porn. I watched it for the first time on my big brother's computer. Yeah, I saw a tube site up, and I was just like, let's see what this is about. And then game over.
Was it all guy girl, or are you into girls, or what was?
I'm into girls. Yeah. I prefer guys, but
sure,
swing both ways.
Gotcha. You're open opportunist. I like it.
Indeed.
All right. One thing I wanted to ask you was, Tony, before we got on camera. Now, if you follow Keisha, it's at Little Keish, to be exact, the handle. And if you follow Keisha, if you follow a lot of the other top stars right now in the industry, guy and girl, you'll notice they all have a similar. It's a picture of them, and then their avatar. It's a picture of them, and then it has this no on 60. And it has some text talking about please vote no on California Prop 60. Now, I did a little bit of looking into this. It's something to do, obviously, I'm seeing with something they're trying to pass in California, and it affects the porn industry, use of condoms. What exactly? Like, generally, what's this about?
Basically, they're if you vote yes, it's basically, how do I word it? Like, if they see you...
They're trying to clean the industry up, but it's going to hurt.
Yeah, they're claiming it's going to save us or whatever, but really it's not. Like, they're putting all of the performers' information out there.
Your real names and everything?
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Making it able for people to sue us if they see us not using a condom.
Really?
Yeah. So there's way more to it.
That would actually stand up in court. Somebody sees you in a sex scene with a guy who doesn't have a condom on, and they... And then in their own life, they contract a disease that can sue you over that?
Yeah, it pisses me off really bad. But
what?
Julia Ann, I don't know if you know her. She's a really big MILF performer.
Yeah.
She's done most of, she's helped the industry a lot with...
Julia Ann or Lisa Ann?
Julia Ann.
Okay. I just want to make sure.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Julia Ann. She actually made me the avatar.
Very nice.
So she did that for a lot of the performers.
So is this? So I'm guessing this would be like what, November they'll be voting on this. That's like when the election stuff comes around. Wow, is there? Do we actually think it's going to pass? Does he think enough people are are boneheaded enough to do who wants their porn ruined? Who wants to bring lawyers into what bigger way to stop fun with porn than bring lawyers involved?
I don't know. It makes my blood boil just talking about it.
Well, we won't want to do that. Maybe they just want to see you dressed up in court. They just want to look across and see you in court or something.
Perhaps.
They wish they had the view I have right now. Well, if you want the best view you can have in Pittsburgh this weekend, go to Blush, 9th Street downtown. We say this genuinely, and it's not just because they're a great sponsor of the station. They've done such great renovations in the last year. 3 floors. They have a sports bar on the top floor. You can still see some girls up on the 3rd floor, but it's a much more relaxed environment. They have a great kitchen. Now, I know normally the phrase would be titties and tater tots don't mix, but a kitchen at this place is bomb. So go get some food, have a drink, watch the game, see Keisha, tip her well. She's going to do a little twerking. Maybe you can do a twerk contest with her. Whatever the case may be.
That'd be fun.
She'll be here tonight, Thursday, Friday, and then again Saturday. 1 show tonight, 2 shows on Friday and Saturday. Tell her that Trib Live Radio sent you over. Maybe you'll get an extra twerk. I don't know.
Extra little titty shake.
See, and if you're watching the YouTube channel right now, if you're listening to the audio, again, if you're listening just to the audio of this, you're like a step below the people trying to bring lawyers into this. If we're having a porn star on Trib Live Radio, you go to the YouTube channel. Look at this. I hate even referring to it as this, but I don't even know what else to say without
look at it.
Well, I don't want to say cat calling it. Look at baby over here. Just look at it. Just look. One final look. We're shutting off. Go see her at Blush tonight.